Grub axe? Oh man,
Grub.
this seems like a nightmare.
That's yours. This is mine.
Okay guys, welcome to the Flower Fanatic. It's me
Cheers.
and my husband. Cheers. I'm so excited because we're going to be starting a project. I'm a project girl. How many of you guys are project people out there? And so it's never going to end at our house. But we are going to be doing a greenhouse. It's going to be about an 8 by 10 inch.
Foot. 8 by 10 foot.
That would be tiny if it was inches.
It's
It'd be
little.
a good size greenhouse for ants.
It's just a little guy.
Anyway, I love the English style greenhouses. The Hartley Botanicals, I know everyone probably knows Garden Answer. She has a beautiful one. And the minute I saw that, I was really jealous and I wanted one, but in a much smaller scale and something we could do ourselves. They start out very expensive, and so I asked my husband, why don't we just build a greenhouse that replicates that style for way cheaper?
Yeah.
What are these called?
Grub axe.
Oh, grub axe. I
So-
feel so primitive.
Today's digging day. I mean, it's January.
I know, no better time than right in the middle of winter, right?
Yeah, sometimes you start an outdoor project in January because why not, right?
And I bought some seeds, which I do eagerly without ever starting seeds. I've never done it. This will be my first time without having any seed starting kit. So I just said, why don't we just go big or go home and build a greenhouse that has a beautiful structure. So we're going to put bricks. We're going to use the plexiglass. It looks pretty like regular glass. It's just cheaper. And then just design it and have some cute little accent corbels on top. It's going to look really, really pretty.
Yeah.
We have like 2 months to build it. I don't know if that's going to be possible because that's when I got to start planting seeds. And in this northern Utah climate, it's about mid-February. You can start them sooner, but that's when I'm aiming. That's the goal we're aiming
Yeah.
for.
So we have maybe a little over a month to get it done.
And the ground is frozen, and we're going to do it with these things. I've never
Yeah.
done this before.
So it's going to come off of our existing shed. We have a little shed right here.
Come over,
And it's
sweetie.
about 8 feet across, and then it's just going to come out 10 feet and match the pitch line of this roof, of this gable right here. So what we're going to do starting off is just dig down in our perimeter, and we're going to put down some
Try digging.
cinder blocks
Get going.
and do
Careful, not
2
around
layers of a block wall. And then on top of that will be our decorative brick that will come up about 30 inches above grade. So somewhere in this region. And then above that, like she said, plexiglass walls and plexiglass roof and just a door on the front. So pretty simple.
Our goal is to get something that looks really beautiful for the fraction of the cost. And even those ones that are a little bit cheaper that you have to buy are still, they start out at like $11,000. I think that if you're interested in building a greenhouse, go for it. You can do it for way cheaper, and it's gonna be so beautiful. And thankful my husband is really good at this kind of stuff.
All right, let's get started, huh?
Okay, let's see if I can handle this primitive digging. There's gotta be an easier way.
I really want to just start digging.
Okay, just
You
go
ready
for
to
it.
start digging, Amy?
This girl's a worker.
Okay, be
She's
careful.
like me. She likes
Keep
projects.
that metal edge away from your face.
High energy. Oh, that's pretty soft. So this area happens to be sandy, which is awesome because that's going to make it so much easier. A lot of the ground is frozen, but I just realized it's going to be a lot easier.
Yeah,
Hallelujah.
This is an existing sandbox from previous owners, but the sand doesn't go very deep, and we have to go 16 inches deep here below grade. So we will see how much of a task that is. I don't think it's going to be too bad, which is why Steph said we're going to go without the equipment.
Everything is always harder than you expect it to be, so I'm trying to tell myself it's going to be harder than I expect. And I have to practice patience. I want everything to happen now. So this is going to be good. I have to practice.
Okay, careful with your face with that back edge.
Okay, go, Avy. One last thing.
It's okay if you get very messy because you are outside.
That's true.
Okay, look at your camera. She said it's okay if you get really messy because you are outside. So I got my working boots on.
Yeah. You might want some snow boots or whatever kind of shoes or if you don't want to get your feet messy.
That's true. That's a good point. Okay. All right, let's set this on the tripod and get digging.
Good job, baby. Way to work, girl. All right, we are done for the day. This is day 1. We got both sides right here a little bit more than 16 inches deep. The soil actually was really soft. I'm so surprised. In this case, it went easier than we had planned, which rarely happens. There's something about the soil here. We have this natural organic soil. It's kind of like the back to Eden gardening soil without having to put all the work into it. Nature's just made it beautiful. So I'm so excited to have this extra topsoil, primo topsoil for my flower beds this year. And we're just saving a ton of it. So it's gonna be so awesome. That's probably what I'm most excited about right now is soil. Anyways, it's raining. It's starting to rain a little bit. We've been working in the rain.
Yeah.
Do you have anything you want to say about it?
Yeah, we just have this front wall to finish digging, this front wall of footings here. Obviously these two are done. Basically we'll just take out a little bit of dirt, clean it up on day 2 as we're setting our depth. So what we'll do the next day is we're going to come and set our depth and make sure that we have level ground. If we've dug out too much, then we'll just add more gravel in the bottom. Gravel's going down, and then a little bit of cement, and then our 2 rows of cinder block. I'm actually going to give you a little view here so you can see the hole.
This is so exciting. I just cannot believe my dream is coming true.
So take a look here. This is our west trench. The front wall just needs to connect right between here and here, and we'll take care of that tomorrow. And then there's the east trench, and that back edge just needs to be knocked out a little bit. It's going to tie into this existing structure.
We're going to update that structure because that's an eyesore.
We're actually going to end up taking off this little bit of gable here, and then the greenhouse will fit right straight up against it, and then it will actually extend slightly above, and the gable on the greenhouse is going to extend over the shed.
I love having this shed too because it will store all of my gardening supplies without taking space in my greenhouse. So the door will be right here, and we'll be able to have storage and my greenhouse all in one spot. It's gonna be awesome.
Okay, that's it for day 1.
I know.
All right.
Can't wait for it to be tomorrow already.
I know. Stay tuned for day 2 coming up.
His steel toe boots, his brand new ones, really got used today.
Yeah, they got a rude awakening today.
They got a rude awakening. They were so shiny and nice.
Now they're
about
broken in.
3 hours ago.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Goodbye.
Bye. All right, we're here. It's day 2. Basically what we're going to do today is just finish digging this end of the hole, and then we're going to level it. You're probably wondering why we're not digging this center area. It's because we can do that at the end, and we don't necessarily need to. We're gonna dig it as we go along to see how much height we want on our greenhouse. And that's it. Let's just get started. We'll work you through this process. And the weather is just cooperating so beautifully. Today it's like almost 50 degrees, which is pretty unique for this time of the year. And it's just working with us. I know it will get colder, so we're just gonna take advantage of this nice weather and get going. All 3 of my cats, you can't see them here. Maybe you can see them. I was like, here's my Chloe. They just love to hang out with us. Everywhere we go, we have our 3 cats near us. It's so funny.
Apparently we're cat people now.
I know. When did I become the cat lady? I don't know. Okay.
So we got to finish out the front edge of this trench, and we got to clean up the back edges where it meets up to our existing structure. And then as soon as we get that out, we're going to use these 2x4 redwood 2x4s right over here that you can't see, and we're going to square it up and level it and make sure it's perfect and ready for rock, cement, and cinder block. So that's it.
And we got our little helper again today. She's a little mini me. I didn't know she'd love projects as much as I do. Okay, let's get at it.
Okay, I'm gonna put this on you, Avie. Hold still. Don't let this fall off, okay? Just leave it there, don't touch it.
Can you bring one of the barrels?
Oh, yep, gotta get our wheelbarrows.
Right there. Okay.
Nice, AVJ. All right, we're done with day 2, and my husband's gonna tell you what he did because I have no idea what he did. Here.
So we finished the front edge. Actually, she did a lot of the digging on the front
I did the
edge.
digging, but he did something here with wood.
So then really all we did was built a little frame all the way around it and made sure that it was all level. This gives us a platform kind of thing to measure down from. So now that we know that this is all level, we can measure down to our rock that we'll put in the bottom of our kind of footing here and make our rock really nice and level. So we'll just measure down with the tape all along here, or make ourselves a measuring stick and measure down as we fill it full of gravel on day 3. So we'll put gravel in. In some areas it's going to be about 3 inches of gravel. Up here in the front it might be more gravel than that. And once we get the gravel all set and nice, then we'll come back in with a little layer of concrete. The concrete's going to go in, and we're not going to let the concrete set. It'll still be a little bit wet, and then we're going to come back in with our block and start laying block on top of that damp concrete. That'll allow us to level our cinder blocks and just get them all nice and flat in there, just like we like them. Build our block wall around and then come up and finish our second course, and we'll be done in the dirt. After that, it'll all be above grade brick.
Yeah, so I think we got the hardest part over, which is digging the dirt, and that actually was not nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. And I'll probably just be the handyman that gives them stuff from here on out, because I have no idea what I'm doing as far as that goes.
That's what she thinks. She's going to be more involved than she realizes. She's going to learn how to do masonry work, so it'll be fun.
I'm kind of excited to learn how to mortar and to put that on bricks. I think laying bricks will be really creative and fun and not really physical labor intensive. Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Oh,
So like I said, 2 courses of cinder block, and then I think we have 14 or 16 courses of brick above that, and I can't remember exactly, but you'll see as it comes. And that's going to be the fun part, right?
This is way exciting.
Yeah.
I feel like you can do anything that you put your mind to if you just have enough diligence and determination and hard work.
Yeah. So I'm gonna pick it up and let you guys see it a little bit closer.
Yeah. Let's just take a little look so they can see a topsy look here.
Tour, Steph.
Oh yeah, this beautiful tour of dirt and wood. Wow. Isn't that gorgeous, guys? How beautiful. Look at how much dirt we dug out. Is this a pretty good infomercial?
Yeah.
Look at all that soil.
So our
Once
block
again,
wall,
let's point out the beautiful soil.
And there's our soil Steph's excited to use.
That will be all used in spring in like 1 month.
We may or may not take out this middle part. It depends. We might get better like thermal regulation if we dig all this down and make that part of the greenhouse and have it kind of below grade. That way we get some of the thermals coming just out of the earth. Or we might just decide to kind of leave it on grade.
What in the heck does that mean? Thermals coming out of the earth.
Well, what that means
I have no idea what that means. Thermal coming out of the earth.
Since we only get a frost so deep, it only freezes so deep, the dirt underneath that retains some heat.
Oh, cool.
So that will help warm your greenhouse slightly.
Yeah, sweet. I only got about 10% of that, but that's fine.
Okay, so anyway, the block wall will go on the inside of this wood frame. There'll be a doorway right here, about a 32-inch wide doorway here. So we'll get 32 inches of block, 32-inch doorway, 32 inches of block, and then you're gonna have to imagine the rest. All the brick will be above.
So should I do my model walk? Open the door?
Yep,
model
show us,
walk?
Steph.
Okay.
Go into your greenhouse, plant some seedlings and germinate some seeds.
That's really how I feel though. I feel like so excited.
Get them some water.
If you want it to look more put together, you can always do cement and bricks and all that, but it's not something I care about.
Yeah. And if
So
we
you can
decide
always take it up a notch if you want.
if we decide to leave the sand will drain nicely. Of course it won't with the black plastic underneath it. We might have to remove that, but should be fun.
All
gonna
right,
be
day
fun.
2. Hopefully it doesn't take longer than 45 days. That's our goal. I do think it will be a miracle if we get it done by then. So we're gonna have to work our butts off.
Well, we'll see. You never know what kind of crazy problems we'll run into along the way, but so far, so good, right?
There's something so awesome about being outside during the winter time and still being part of nature and growing seeds, seeing that miracle happen.
All right, see you guys all on day 3.
Bye. All right, guys, this is really exciting. We've got the foundation and footings finished. So our next step is laying bricks. I found the most gorgeous bricks. It has so much character. It's gonna fit perfectly with this English greenhouse style that I'm going for. So if you're liking this content, hit the subscribe button and we will see you in our next greenhouse video. Talk to you later. Bye.